Hello. So check it out. I got all of the features that I wanted to try up here tonight. Hold on. I want to start with pretty visual stuff. I have added, I have upgraded TFL to 424. Let's hop in real quick. I'm gonna go through as many new features in 424 as I can tonight and just add them. Look at the font. I wonder how long I'll put off fixing that. It's funny, 424 just changed that. I noticed it the first time I loaded up, but it's not like that in the previous version. At least I don't think it is. Is this character? Yeah, somewhere reasonable. So there's some stuff that I gotta work out, but I mean, some things that are notable is that I have improved all the left and right mouse clicking interactions. The performance is way hella better. The landscape is a complete work in progress mess. That's just to be ignored for now, but now that they have these new landscape tools, I'm gonna start toying around with that tonight. Torches and lanterns work almost completely. I think swapping hands messes it up for now, but otherwise they basically work correctly as they should. So I'm gonna add before the test, we're gonna do another alpha around New Year's, probably after New Year's Eve, maybe before New Year's Eve. We'll see how it goes. I'm not making any promises, but I want to add as many NPCs for little starter quests for the tutorial. Get as much of a vertical slice going as possible. In the meantime, I have done a lot of work with Quixel Megascans, so I'm going to be copying those over. Let me demonstrate that real quick. I'm going to keep this project open. It shouldn't be too bad for performance, but I'm just going to show how far I got with the Megascan stuff. So I'm going to use this in TFL basically for your short range HD textures. I'm going to see, I might have to, they have resampling tools in Unreal Engine that are quite efficient. So I should be able to just use these textures from the Megascans. And what I've done is blend them with noise textures and blend them into the distance with another noise texture over with, you'll see it's nice. Mostly noise textures. Oh, it's an editor preference. Yeah. That's why it's not. Yeah, can't stand that. Because sometimes you don't want it to save, and sometimes you are in the middle of doing something, it starts saving, it takes a while to save, or sometimes you mess something up and it saves and you can't undo. So I'm going to show off just the Megascan stuff real quick, and I just read through this again. Well, I've already checked out 425 to see what the volumetric clouds are like. That's the other project I have here, which I'll also open that up, like not right now, but afterwards. Look at this beautiful landscape. Now there's some glitchy thing there with that. So I've done a height. Oh, what is this blend called? Let me this folder. There's nothing in there. Oh yeah, there was one. Little mesh. All right. It's a world aligned blend for getting this. And now when I back out, you'll see blends to just the cliff. It might be hard to tell. They're very similar textures. Maybe is this one more obvious? No, that one is literally the same texture. So if you see on the ground, there's red and there's like white. Those are both just the normal sand from the landscape material pack because it tiles much better. I actually blended those using a noise, just so it's not just white. And as you get closer, what I've done, you can see this is the sand parts. In the distance, it's just red sand, but when you get up close, this stays landscape terrain, and this becomes Quixel, Megascan. And what I've done here is I've used 2 noise textures to overlap 3 materials. You can see them. It also has the freaking height blend applied, so there's actually a 4th one. It's actually rocky, and that's looping. That's really obnoxious. I was working on that, but let's see what it looked like. This is just the first-person shooter test, like template. So yeah, this is what I've done with the Megascan so far. I want to get rid of this real quick for demonstration. Let's see. You can't see it from this height. Well, wait, let's go over to the red area. Can you see it? Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can see that. Let's get rid of that real quick. Because the height blend thing, this is the work in progress part. And it looks the worst too. If we get rid of this, you'll see that my material is actually really nice and efficient. I'm using some material functions. So each of these is one of the Megascans going into a material function, which I created as a copy of the master thing. I've also done a way of blending meshes in with the landscape. So there we go. As an example, you see, I copied the code from screenshotting a template someone showed off. They said, "Here, feel free to check this out, copy it, see if you want to use it," and it works pretty well. I'll demonstrate that real quick. Or show it. Terrain blend, it's another material function. So that's going in there as well. This is the master, if you will. We're going to get rid of this. Let's not break. Alright, I'm going to take all of this. Get out of here. Let's... Okay, we just want the desert. Yeah, okay. This is the cliff blend stuff. We'll ignore that for now. But in the basic material, we've got a tiling scale, which should make basic sense. Just going into a texture sample of noise, multiplying it for more contrast, essentially, or strength, more strength, more intensity on the whiter parts, I guess. Clamped it just to make sure it doesn't go over, and that's going into the alpha between sand and the Quixel thing. Sand is from the landscape material pack that I have. It has like no tiling. It's very nice, but we'll ignore that for now. And that's just blending, so you can see that here, for example, this is Quixel, and this is sand. That's the landscape terrain. And so in the distance, you can see that as red and white blending. That's this here, noise thing. Okay. Feel free to screenshot or whatever. And so this is the sandstone, and that was the sand, right? So this is a thing that I made. This is where you see in the distance, so this is a distance blend here, using world position to camera position, the distance to divide it by how much you want the distance to be, roughly, I guess, and clamp. I don't know, I'm saying roughly, I guess, because it's roughly, I guess. And use that as a blend, and this is just basically, I'm using cliff rock here. Is that the problem? What are we doing? Sandstone ground. Shouldn't that be... Hold on now. Alright, come back. I wonder if I did that on purpose so that... Oh yeah, I did that so that... Okay, you can see they're different textures. It's not actually the sand, it's a rock texture. I think I did that so that when in the distance, some of them, yeah, you see this sort of tiger stripey thing from the sand. I just forgot that I had done that. Okay, so the red parts are rock, and the sand parts are sand. We get closer, so here's the distance blend I'm talking about. So this is the rock material function, and all I've done is just color blended the base color so that it will match, and using the distance blend. Now the rest of it is what we're about to look at closer. So it's just a blend. Each of these is a blend with a noise. It's scalable, using cheap contrast there. Same thing here. Multiplying this and clamping it, just adjusting the intensity, just finessing. I have a scale. I had to go way down with it. So you won't notice the effect if the scale is too high. And the reason why I did this is if we were to just take one of these, alright, let's just look at what one of the Megascan assets looks like by itself, even with what I've done here. Alright, so this is what we just talked about before, and the distance blend. So when you get close enough, the 1500 distance, do you see this? The looping? This looks like what happened before when I had the other thing in here that I got rid of. So this is when I opened this up in the first place. Let's like not even blend to the distance. Let's go all the way. Let's just show what one of these will look like. So I'm going to get rid of the sand thing too. Just take, here's that desert to sandstone ground. So now we're just going to see one Quixel Megascan over the entire landscape. This is what you get. It's doing a distance blend. I'm still doing a distance blend, aren't I? No, it's just that. Well, it does look better in the distance. Wonder what's going on there. Hold on a second. Did it save everything right? Because there's no scaling of anything going on in this. Yeah, okay. Let me see. There we go. That's what it looks like by itself. Okay. This is one of the Quixel Megascan assets. If you just put it on your landscape or whatever, it's like, oh my god, it's awful. It's 1992. Alright, so, right, let's go in reverse now. Let's just connect one of the blends. Alright, so if I were to blend two Quixel Megascans together, so this is the only blend we're using at all right now. This is the noise that we're using. Tiling by this amount with some cheap contrast. And it's just blending two Quixel Megascans. Again, this is a function that I created basically just by copying the Quixel Megascan and just creating a function that just copied it, the asset that it gives you. Let's see if we apply that. Now this is one of the results. Pretty ugly still, but you can see I basically got rid of the tiling. You see, so that's what using the noise did there. Either one of these textures would, but here you can see it again. You can see some again here. Even though it's like, how do you see that? It's like part of one of them. So we have to do some more masking. So if we mask, not masking, we have to do some more blending. Blending would be the word. Alright, so still with no distance blend. Again, I just like going over some of the stuff that I've already figured out, and I'll look at some new stuff soon. So here you can see the blend underneath, and the final blend. The red one is at the bottom here. That's the one that's being applied over. So these two are getting blended first. That's where you see the white and black kind of thing. And now, like, much harder to see, but there's some tiling still. I think it's the same pattern as before. So, the landscape asset pack, I highly recommend. It's very good. If we blend that in there, this would be the distance, basically. So this will just blend it to a kind of a nice non-tiling flat texture in the distance. You see that? That's Cliff Rock 2 with some color blending to it. But again, it's like, it's not enough. So that's why I've done this blend with another one of the tiling landscape things. And this happens all over. So this sand one you can actually get close to, and you can walk onto this and see it. And there's no distance blend on it. So that's this. That's actually, it has a little bit of the other one blended into it because it's using that noise. The noise is kind of everywhere. So here's the sand really by itself. There it is. See that? You walk right onto the sand. But as we see in the distance now, it's a bit better. Could use some more. It's at a, I mean, you're never going to really be up here to see it like that. So anyway, that's kind of like what I spent 3 days, whatever, tweaking with, messing around with. Also, I've enabled the dynamic lighting, the dynamic indirect lighting in this project, so you can see some of that here. Screen space, GI. I'll put that in TFL in a second. But I just wanted to show off the, oh yeah, okay, so here is another thing. A mesh terrain blend. It's basically, again, a Quixel Megascan standard master material that I copied, and in order to apply it to a material that you import, I'm basically going into one of these to the instanced material that comes with the asset, and then just changing the parent material to my version of it, and most of the, and basically all of the variables copy over if you name your conventions the same as the way you export it. So really the only important part here is that I'm taking the whole material attributes and blending it with, this is on the items. This is different. This isn't landscape textures. These are item texture, like the rocks. This is the rock material. So the rock actually has the same code. This is actually the whole thing copied. So if we go to M desert and MF desert, I haven't put the height lerp thing on it because I figured these rocks never be on uneven ground. So what it is, and I think the thing that's bothering me is I can't, where's the, there it is, there it is. Alright, so you see how it's blending into the landscape? Let me turn that snapping off. So depending on how much you want, you can see it really close up here. So it's not exact, because I don't know. I guess maybe I might have done it wrong, but what it does match is, if we go over to a different material, see this? Not different, it's the same material, but a different, like, one of those textures that we were talking about before. Let's go to some flat area. There we go. Now let's go over to some red stuff out here. You can see this will match into the red. You can see it kind of lerping onto there. Yep. There we go. You see that passing through it. So it's pretty good. It's based on world position, so it should like match exactly. But that's pretty reasonable for blending into the landscape there. There's a seam. It's not the exact like seamless transition that I would like want, but alright, that's my Quixel Megascan work, and I'm sticking to it for now. I don't think I want to save anything. Did I do anything productive here? Did I just, because I unplugged a lot of stuff. Let's just not save anything. I was messing with a lot of shit. Alright, the other thing I want to show real quick, I want to show the 425 project. Fly around in the clouds real quick. Ryan Brooks showed this off in New York City and the thing, and I think they showed that stream. They also did it on the stream. I think they showed his talk, and they also did a live stream. And he showed the clouds thing in both of them, but it's not in 424. You have to go into the GitHub repository. Depository? Repository? I don't know. And you have to compile the developer branch of Unreal Engine itself from C++ source using Visual Studio. And it's fun. It was a nice process that I'd put off doing. I wanted to do it once before to get like physics, water, and hair simulation stuff that was in a off branch of the Unreal Engine, but I never did it before, so it was kind of a good, the clouds thing is really up my alley. I was like actually literally studying different types of clouds recently, just because I was going to try to use Ryan Brooks again, his volumetric cloud sample to make things. I did make things with them. Where are they? Okay. Here they are. Unlit. Why are they unlit? Why are they not lighting? They look very dramatic in this. Here we go. So this is the volumetric cloud, just doing some that I made. It's awful. This is awful. Actually, why does it look like this now? Alright, let's look unlit. Whatever. That's just stupid compared to what the latest thing is. Shouldn't even show that. It looked better before. I wonder if something changed in this. I mean, obviously a lot changed. I had to adjust the lighting there. It's like transparent. It's like we're looking at it from inside already. And one of them's a character, the other one's a statue. Yeah, it's like something's wrong about it. It's like being looked at from inside out. But that's regardless. I'm gonna delete these guys. This is just the editor level. Is it referenced? Okay. Target point. Alright, anyway, here is some kick-ass sweetness. Is this ray tracing right now? It feels kind of sluggish. No, I don't think so. Oh yeah, it does not work with ray tracing. That's right, I tried to enable it and the clouds became invisible. But anyway, this is the 425 clouds. Will it go full screen? Yeah, okay, cool. Something crashed when I tried going, I think our ray tracing crashed when I tried going full screen with two monitors at some point. But yeah, this is what's up. You see that? There's some weird shit going on with the water and the clouds. See that? How they just pop in a little bit there? There's some weird stuff going on with it, but I'm sorry, but it is legit. Hold on, let me make sure I don't have two of these things on. Oh yeah. That would explain some of the performance. Alright, here we go. That's better. Yeah, it shouldn't have been that bad. Here we go. Yeah, there's a little bit of that pop there. That's the only real thing that I've seen. Well, that might be adjustable. Anyway. How's about that? So that's 425. Yeah, this is a planet here. There's the sun. There is some interesting pop-in that occurs when you get too close. But I'm not going to mess around with this too much. I just wanted to show. Here we go. You see this? You can change the size of the skybox, I think, to fix that. But again, I haven't messed around with this too much because the performance isn't incredible. But anyway, I just wanted to show that real quick. because it's fun. Alright, let's do this actual proper 424 stuff. Let's get the sky component, atmosphere component. This is what it usually looks like. Alright, we won't mess around with that. This is totally the work in progress mess. It's not a work in progress, it's just like me putting something there just to see if things work. It's not actually even anything. I'm gonna replace all that. Okay. Sky atmosphere component. Sorry, cat. Okay. Let's go up here. Using multiple set for each one of them. Okay, well, they're not going to be on both at the same time. Face the skylight, the capture skylight, contribute to the scene lighting. I do believe I have the skylight in here. Okay, let's just place it. When you've enabled it on your lights and set the atmosphere for each, you can quickly adjust each light's position. Don't need to do that. Yep, I read this stuff, but essentially made of multiple layers of gases. They're made of particles and molecules. Their shape, size, and density. When light enters the atmosphere and collides with particles, it's either scattered or absorbed. So, sky atmosphere system absorbs with these two types. The scattering effects enable the sky to appropriately change colors during time of day transitions. So I might be able to take my color blends off, but I might just keep them and see how exaggerated the effect is. So Rayleigh scattering, wavelength, blue scatters more than the other colors, giving it day and time. Sunset, it appears red. After long distances, all blue is scattered away before the revealing more colorful sunsets. In Earth-like atmosphere, the sunlight interacts with small particles. It happens throughout the atmosphere. The upper atmosphere is less dense, increasing or decreasing. This is standard, this is decreasing the density of particles, and this is increasing, so produces a more colorful sunset. Rayleigh scattering. My scattering. These are referred to as aerosols and can basically appear by human activity. Light absorbs light, causing the clarity to appear hazy. Scatters more forward, resulting in halos around the light source, such as the sun disk in the sky. So this is standard, this is less standard, more hazy. LA. Less. My phase, MIE phase, how it interacts with larger particles in the sky, aerosol particles. Light usually scatters more forward, more halos. It's kind of the same that we were just talking about. Just a more dramatic effect, whether it's spread out or less. Atmospheric absorption. The amount and colors absorbed. Removing a single RGB color through the increased absorption scale. So this is without, no atmosphere absorption, default absorption, increased ozone absorption. You actually see it gets a little bit more, because you're doing more stuff to the sky, so you're doing more of a process to it. It looks a little bit trippier. It looks a little bit more Phalanx appropriate. Standard, no absorption. Standard extra absorption. Altitude distribution. It's just going to say how high, and you want to make this match your size of your skybox, essentially. This scales distances from the view to surfaces to make them look thicker when viewing from an aerial perspective. So, I'm sorry, that's not. So less, a little bit more. Seems to basically just be a Turok style fog. I'm not sure if. No, performance in the editor is just because of it's the editor. So let's just see if we notice anything different yet in the game, because this isn't really a good demonstration of what's going on in the game. I have adjusted the horse movement. You just see it does a little bit more slidey. Let's see if there's any. I haven't checked the exponential fog contribution button yet, so maybe I should do that since it does look like, you know, I do have a lot of exponential fog. Anyway. Project settings that support atmosphere. There we go. Alright, restart. Hey, what's up, Sam? Good evening. Doing a quick restart. Additive on top of the existing fake colors on the height fog itself, strength the influence of it. It's controlled using a contribution property on the atmosphere component. So here's max contribution, less, none, or default rather. Default, half, more. So yeah, we're gonna turn that all the way up. Oh, and then this, you get to some. Yeah, I opened this already. This is why I wanted to open 425, because I think he has his stuff sort of. This is what he's doing there. No, wait, not this. Here, this stuff. I believe this is what he's doing there with those clouds. That's that 425 example. But I could be wrong. This could be something different. There's no. I wonder if there's a project example for it in the. Is it? Oh yeah, it's restarting. But in the the content examples folder, there might be a example of this. Tempted to open up 425 again just to see if that's what there's going on in there. I think that's what it is. There we go. That is what is going on there, isn't it? Sky, atmosphere, distant. Yeah. So that's what we were looking at in the 425 thing, is these variables being put to use. So that's why I wanted to open that up in the first place. So if you got to this point in the features of 424 and you saw this and you're like, oh my god, what do I do with all this? And you want an example of it, find the 425 and open up that volumetric cloud stuff, the volumetric plugin. You can find the plugin in the 425 plugins thing. It's called Volumetrics. It's in experimental. And that's, you can find it by searching for Ryan Bruck's Twitter. He has Shader Bits is his name. And then here's, can't really see it too well here, but you get the idea. Still reloading. so we're not going to do that. That's rendering the sky using a sky dome. That's what all that was. Time of day example, visualization debugging, additional information. So I'm just going to tweak those color setting lights things and then move on. I'll put in screen space global illumination. Hooray! Let me show. Actually, I'll have to do new pictures. So I deleted them. It's at 39%. It's probably going to be like that for a minute. I guess it has to process a lot for the atmosphere thing. But yeah, I took these screenshots in the simulator thing. The 425 cloud sim. That's what it is. Volumetric sky prototype map planet. Yeah, it's good stuff. You can see performance in this compared to even just my game. This is just the atmosphere thing. It's very slow. Here's one SSGI on. Nothing else contributing to it. I think it looks alright with Skylight and AO still on, but I kind of would... Because the thing is, since it's screen space, when you move the camera around, you can see it adjusting kind of unnaturally, so you do kind of still have to blend it with traditional methods. It's not an all-out replacement, unfortunately, and it's kind of moderate performance, from what I remember reading. Alright, I guess I'm going to leave this on for a minute. I'm going to step away for however long it takes. Check this out too. This is a good article I found using Megascans in UE4 environment production. Just gives a few tips, and there is a free material included. I have to download that does a blending of between displacements. It has a lot of variables for puddles and stuff. So I might put that in TFL. Let's see. It is free. Let's get it. Let's get it real quick. Displacement, blend materials. Sorry. Get it. Alright, cool. Instructions and details. A set of free displacement blend master materials that can be used to add depth to the surfaces in your scene. They can be used to seamlessly blend between multiple texture layers or to add puddles to your materials with vert blending. To learn how to use and install them, go to link. Contents of the folder, free to public use. All other assets and textures are made by Megascan. Free for public use, okay. 4.19 is required. That's free for public use. Okay. Used to blend between two different layers of displacement textures by painting red into the vertex colors of the mesh that it's assigned to. With this material, you can enable world space. You know what? This is pretty cool, but alright, master foliage and movement you leaves through the material instance for when it's puddle shader blends into a puddle when it is painted and assigned. I guess that's cool. I can just go and hack in there and see what it's made of. Since I'm 93%. I'm not going to go adding files to the project as it's getting loaded up. That would be stupid. I'll just be right back a minute. Wonderful. What's up, official Combonies, and jabroni beating? Beating of the jabronis. I am back. And we're going to apply these atmosphere things. It's doing shaders, so you gotta be careful about that. It's only 4,000 shaders. Gosh. This is a nice track, but I was gonna put on some music by some of my favorite musicians. But this is nice for now. I'll leave it on. It's pretty chill. I'll put on this next. Some Bosnian Rainbow's LP2 leaked tracks, because it's probably never gonna come out. And if it does, it'll be years from now and produced by somebody else and sound completely different. And it's been years of delay, and I found it recently, and it's really good. Alright, down to 3,000. Super fast. Take a quick look at the other features I'll be doing. So, screen space global illumination is awesome. It does have quality settings. Between 1 and 4 to change the quality. Ooh. Has raise. Half res command. Leak free project. For better quality. Large occluders and fallback techniques such as pre-computed lighting. In conjunction. It becomes apparent when it's being used as sole. Indirect lighting illumination for the scene. For example, using it reduces screen space artifacts. Using baked lighting reduces artifacts when transitioning behind a large occluder where a bright object may be located. That's exactly what I was looking at in that picture. In my little demonstration. Is it done? 1,000. 2,000 really. Recommend as a means to improve the scene, but not as a sole lighting method. Unfortunately, as I was saying. Animation stuff. So this is actually a performance increase, which is great. High performance alternative. So basically, a few steps here that I'll have to do to adjust my blends. I think I have to go into each one of the blends and here, yeah, blend logic, universalization on each of my little things, which there's tons of them. So I think I just have to select all of them. Apparently I can do it between animation layers as well. Must be somewhere, well, it doesn't have to be immediately adjacent. Defer it as much as you want. Close to the output node pose. Can help reduce or eliminate standard blends from your graph and improve performance. So I'll do that.
Oh yeah, 6 fresh too.
We'll see how it looks. Final pose fix up, you run it before IK, which effectively does inertial blending in IK space. Okay. I don't think I'm doing any IK though. Alright, all done. So I'll go in here and adjust the sky atmosphere. Let's see if it looks any different now. Well, again, I should look in game. Alright, I'm gonna put on some of the other music. It's a little weird. That's pretty epic. Repaired paint. Oh, 11,000 shaders. Or if I should just wait. Well, just because of one checkbox for this atmosphere to affect the fog. That looks cool. Alright, I am going to pause this because I want to enjoy listening to it with y'all. This music. And I'll be right back. Reverb remix. Alright. It's up to 6,000 now, down to 6,000. We're starting to see cloud stuff. Oh yeah, okay. I wonder what's with that. Okay, that's just... Alright. So, basically what I learned was I want to turn these up. Oh, the sun just disappeared. Ooh. Too much. That's the fog. That's probably why. Yeah, it's too much fog. Ooh, just a little. Let's blot out the solidness of the sun. There we go. I can sort of see the shape if you look at it. That's nice. It has a transition light. Let's turn that off. I was just gonna so I can see what it does. Alright, 0.08. Let's copy this. So I want to see MIE by itself. This is without. Dude, you need to have this. Look at this. This is what it looked like before. You need to have this in your game. Yeah, I'll just take the variable I had before. Maybe I could do less. Nah. Alright, and then some of this for some nice colors. But we're gonna get even more colors from the absorption. Oof. Oof. It's way too much, but you know, we have to look at it. It's still building a shade, compiling the shaders. I probably shouldn't have hit play. It's not gonna crash. I'm pretty sure it's fine. It's not like I just hit save on 100 HD assets. Yeah, and if, all we're looking at here is the sky. So this music's pretty chill. I'm gonna keep it on. See, it's not too crazy in actual game. It is nighttime though. I think I have to go in there and modify some code if it's looking for. Oh no, it's just a directional light actor. Never mind. There's a plugin I made that I switched things around to make it as a component. Time of day should be pretty fast. I remember playing earlier and it was like moving across the sky pretty quickly. Oh fuck, I forgot this is a video game. What? Where are you? Okay. Do. Nothing in this world makes any sense. Where'd it go? Oh wait, there he is. What happened to you? Why did you stop? That's weird. Okay. Fine. Keep your secrets. Where is he? Oh, there he is. A glowing skeleton. I'm gonna keep it like that. It's like the EverQuest. How it's like a something or other, and it's like a lowercase a. Alright, but seriously, I'm not seeing that craziness. It's still compiling shaders, but the sun should be moving. We need some sunlight to create the craziness in the sky. I forget which way the sun rises from, and now there's trees everywhere. This looks ridiculous. It's not even rendered yet because everything's compiling. Let's not play while everything's compiling. Let's just let it compile. I suppose I could look. We can look. The trees do look cool. Even though some of them are coming up through here. Because they're gigantic. I forgot that's one of the last changes I made before I took a break. Gigantic trees. Huzzah! Oh, here comes the light. I need a better... Stupid trees. Where's the sun coming from? Which way does it rise? I forget. I forget which way the sun rises. I think over here. We can probably see better from out here. This looks so crazy without the mountain here. I will amend this at some point. Wait, what happened to the sunlight? Is it too thick? Is there too much stuff in the sky? Oh no, here it comes, right? It's coming. I ignore the vines in the air here. I wish I could just get rid of this. What's my health? I need to go heal up. Oh, you're starting to see some of it. That looks really cool, actually. It's over there. Ah, there it is. Here comes the sun, and we can't see anything. Oh, okay. It's a bit bright red right now. I probably have to take off my color blending and turn down. I could probably just turn down the settings because first of all, I can't see the sun at all. I don't know about this. I'm thinking like maybe it's just not up yet, but no, I think it's like supposed to be it up there. Alright, so let's turn down the settings. As cool as it looks here, it's got a lot more stuff going on in the... So, there was also the... Wasn't there the fog contribution thing? Height fog contribution. Keep it for now. Turn this down even less. Better. It looks cool. Just need a better vantage point, and it's just like it's completely invisible behind all this fog and the trees. It's nonsense. There we go. Oh, we can barely see it. It does look lovely though. I just want like more sunlight. Like you have to wait for it to get up to a higher horizon before like the sunlight gets fully on. Setting. It's probably a season thing too. What's going on there? Is it the moonlight contributing to it? Alright, hold on. Let's save this right here. And let's say... Oh, I didn't put this on as an atmosphere thing. I put the other one on. Light to hit moon. I'm gonna turn that off. Moonlight that we would have wanted on. Let's put it on for now, see what it looks like. If it's white light coming through, it might look cool. It's probably not gonna look correct. It's probably gonna look pink. And be like, that's not moonlight. Oh, hey, look. It looks good. I think. let's turn up the speed of the day-night cycle. It's 10 minutes. 1 minute. And I'm thinking, I wonder if I can edit the time of the year. Just jump to summer so we get some longer sunny days, higher sun. Or just let it run for a while. Get some trippy time lapses here. That's what you came here for, right? Chill into some sky transitions. Okay. I need to heal up. This is really distracting me. Let's go into the smoking lounge. Greetings. What's he doing? Drinking? Looks like it. Whatever. Alright, I'll just heal up here for a bit. This might not be a healing area. Oh no, you know what? I remember. The healing area is over here. I should have made it the smoking lounge though. I think I made it here because I thought this would be like a fun little PvP area to test at. But now there's no mountain here, so, you know. This is all gonna change. I'll probably rebuild a mountain here to match this, because that was cool. The mountain will return. Okay, now I should... Yeah, I'm healing up now. I just want this to go up so that the bar disappears. It's really distracting. Or we can just... yeah, screw that. Oh, but this thing is going to be distracting, isn't it? Who doesn't have one? I'm having trouble remembering what all these are. Amelia the banker does not have one, right? There we go. Cool. There's an NPC I threw in the bank at some point just for fun. Well, I was trying to try and do currencies, but I got a little confused. So nothing distracting here, except for the FPS counter. And it's on a minute-long day-night cycle, so just need to get around. Let's see if any of these other teleport locations work, because could have done that before. Not bad. I see more sky here at least. Just constant psychedelic color changes. Oh right, it's a day-night cycle. No, I think I'm gonna turn the moonlight contribution. Oh, well, actually, no, it doesn't look bad at night. There was a little bit of weird transition. I'm just not seeing it at all because it's winter and the sun doesn't rise high enough. I need to go higher. And most of these spawns are gonna be under the landscape because I haven't updated any of these. Oh, we're in the ocean here. Depending on which side of it, might be able to see. Oh, there it is. Alright, this is the perfect place to sit and observe. That's pretty. Alright. Yeah, so obviously... Oh, the colors are great, but... not sure what's going on there. It's just too much blocking it. Maybe I have to turn down the... actually, the fog. Just copied it. Whoa. That's your nuclear effect there. Jesus. The other fog thing. Exponential height fog. That might be the thing I needed to. Alright, so that's way too much. Wonder fog density is getting set dynamically. No, it's not. That's way too high. Now let's try it. Because we're adding an additional layer of fog here. It might have looked fine before. What's with the performance? All of a sudden. I think that fog really greatly helped performance. Oh, I can see the sun better. Yeah, alright. This shouldn't affect the fog. Let's bring it back to where it was before. It did. And that's a bit much for nighttime. The glow. There's that snap too. Let's do a thing here. I'm gonna delete the save files of the game. Let's reset the world time. Well, let me see if maybe I can modify the time if it's in here. Can I control F? Time or date? Day. Day found something. Seasonal sun modifier day int property. Yeah, but I can't. I can't modify that hand. Yeah, okay. Wonder. Yeah, I'll just delete. All right, no biggie. We'll get a slightly longer day to look at how that looks. Yeah, nighttime is glowing way too much. Too much fog. Since I'm not controlling that amount dynamically, still, I feel like, hold on. It can't be helping performance that much, just the one variable on fog density. I mean, it could be affecting performance that much, but there was something else happening before, I think. Yeah, this is fine. Alright, I might be able to see the sun a bit better. You can see the moon. Make sure the performance stays up all the time. That was right on the beat. I knew that was gonna happen. And it's like the same exact as someone was going to winter. I think I didn't really help anything by resetting this. That snap has to change. I wonder if the atmosphere is doing its own job of illuminating the bloom at the right time. I want to kill that snapping effect, whatever it is. Let's check real quick. It's happening. Time off. Yeah, okay. This will just prove that it's here. Make sure we're affecting the right thing. Just throw in a little print string with the axis that we're measuring on the bool. And then I'll delete that in a second. And the one thing you want to keep in mind with performance is we're not measuring it right now, but if you have graphs open in the background, it'll affect your performance drastically. So I have one open. It's not affecting it too much, a little bit, because it's minimized. I think I have suppress all screen messages on. Oh yeah, I do. Alright. So we want to watch the sun. Nope, that's not, because that's just what happened. And it's been feeding, print screening, feeding. Hey, coin monger, how you doing? I just want to test what this print screen shuts off. Some point at nighttime. Any moment now. Yeah. I don't know what that said. That should have been the day transitioning. Might be some other print screen happening constantly. It's coming back around again. Negative 15 was the number. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's gotta be another print string. Yeah. I was doing the same thing here. Actually, that might be where it was happening. I'll keep that in mind, because the daylight bloom, I believe, is the snap. And it might just be because I'm transitioning the day too fast, but I'll take a look at it real closely. Again, this is just some placeholder crap landscape for now. See how much the performance changed just closing that graph? Went from like 70 to 100. Still like the fog is too bright at night. And I don't think it matters for performance. I can probably tone it down completely. Nope, it wasn't. Okay, so it started before. You see the print screen started before the snap on the lighting effect, so that snap is probably here. Hours less than 5. Let's just test it with a slower speed. So first I'm just going to play the time forward. Get to right before that, and then slow down the day-night cycle just to see if it's just a fast transition and I'm bugging out for no reason. So as soon as I start seeing the sun rising, or at least see the sun in the sky, I'm going to exit and turn the day-night speed down. Because I do have all my transitions multiplying by the day-night speed, I think. That was just the moon. I freaked out, man. I freaked out. Don't give me a gun, man. I pressed escape too soon. I messed up the whole experiment. Not really. I just might miss it. Oh, yeah, totally. Okay, we're good here. Okay, I'm gonna slow it down. Day night. Like 10. 40. Something more like actually what's gonna happen. We'll just look at it for a second. Screenshots do look better already from the sky here. We want it to look good in game. So, you can kind of see it moving there. That's pretty cool. It's like too red though. Might have to... You know what? Let's test something. If I had a color. Like from a curve. Fog curve, zenith color curve. Sky sphere, set light color, skylight. Oh, okay. Skip that for now. So good in the little idle screenshot here. Like, it's not as intense of a bright red. It sort of is. It might just be the fact that I turned the atmosphere stuff way up. But, yeah, never mind. Let's keep that on. I thought I was changing the color of the directional light constantly. Must be on a different graph. Here it is. Yeah. From fog cover color. Fog curve. Yeah, sky horizon color. Okay, this is where it is. Let's not do this. That's at the very end. Sun, bloom, and dint. I wonder if I can just turn off that whole section. And now that I have this atmosphere thing, I don't need to be changing the color of the sun dynamically and turning off and on bloom. We'll see. I did put a lot of effort into those, but they're kind of convoluted logic. And if it's snapping... changing? Is it getting more red the longer I stare at it? I mean, it definitely looks awesome. Right? I mean, this looks great, I think. I'm just more concerned about the snapping on and off at this point. This is way too slow for testing. Alright, I didn't really notice a difference in the color, to be honest. I'm gonna keep that color change stuff on. Why not? More colors. It's a fantasy game. It's okay if the sky looks trippy. I swear it gets redder the longer we look at it. It's scattering or something actively. This looks great though. I'm just gonna turn off the FPS for that minimalism factor. Too bad I can't get rid of the bar somehow. Give you that. Oh, and I can do this for you guys. That's enjoyable. Approve? Disapprove? What do you think? Give me your feedback in chat. I'm just kidding. You don't have to. Water, it looks kind of funky though. I think I messed something up in there somewhere. Looks a little funky. We do want to see the snap. I don't want to wait 5 minutes, so I'm gonna speed it up. One minute, so we just wait 30 seconds and quit and come back. Put it back up. Maybe do it twice. Looks like it just set. So I'm still testing to see if I can check about that snap. So I'm going to quit when the sun rises up, slow it down, and watch for the snap at slow speed to see if it still happens. There's the moon. There's the sun. Okay. And we'll make it something reasonable we can actually pay attention to. Like, yeah, 10 minutes means we probably only have to wait like 1 minute for it to get across that part. There's the moon. Okay. There's the sun. Alright, we're looking to see if anything snaps on around here. That looked smooth there. I think that was the bloom turning on, maybe. My cat like sneezes all over my monitor whenever he comes up to say hi. He's like, jump, sneeze. Oh, there was the snap, I think. I believe we just saw the snap. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe we just snapped. It's like, how do I describe it? It's like a snap. It snaps. Okay, monitor is nice and clean. Now I can observe future graphical snaps. Okay, sorry. I'm done. Alright, so I don't think it's a times thing. Let's try no daylight bloom effect. Adjustment. I guess I could just keep it on fast now, so I don't have to worry about the speed. For testing purposes, of course. People often ask me that. They're like, that's like an awful fast speed. I'm like, yeah, just so I can see it. And you know what? Oh, let's keep it on for this for now, but I'm gonna close the graphs in the background. Ah, there it is. Okay. Still snapped. So, I can easily tell it's not that. I wonder if it's that. Switching back and forth between current. It's getting the current bloom tint. I gotta figure out what that is, because that kind of stuff bothers me to no end. If you're watching this beautiful sunset, sunrise, and it's just like, bloop. You know, I'll take a look at what other 424 things to do on the blend node thing. Animation layers I'm probably not going to do yet. It probably would be useful, but there's a lot of stuff to sort out with that. And then the landscape things. Oh, and there's a new Steam integration that I'm probably not going to do tonight. And there's a new hair thing that apparently it does work. So I'm going to be working on that soon. Yeah, I'm just going to stick with this for now. It's another Sky stream. Okay, wait. Good time to pause the music. Yeah, I think I just saw it, but I was alt tapping. I could be wrong. think a long time ago I had the fog amount changing day and night so it would roll in the morning. That was like one of the first things I made. I might as well plug that back in. Because this looks bad at night. It doesn't make any sense to be glowing. Nope, that wasn't the color thing. What's up, Oscar? I'm working on the atmosphere thing and integrating it with my thing. So I'm trying to fix my thing now. I want to figure out what that snap is. I think the settings for the atmosphere are good though. Oh, this one's not snapping down here. Yo. That's probably what's up. Oh yeah, skylight intensity target to white. Current, get light color. That's gotta be what's going on here. Day and night interp speed. I'll just plug it in here. Alright, let's see if that fixed it. Do a quick save. Do a quick fix for that error that was popping up. I was fixing the place items graph before. Why is it still... How is it still dirty? Heck? The heck? Alright, there we go. Weird. So I'm trying to eliminate a little popping that happens. A little snap that happens when the sun is about here. Well, I'm back at it now. Gearing up for an alpha test around the holidays. Ah, it's still on. No. Did you see it? gotta be one of the lights turning off or something. Arrgh. It's gonna bother me to no end. That's just how it is. But the atmosphere thing looks great, doesn't it? I think the sky looks even better than before. It's really lovely. I really appreciate the infographics on how it's explained here. Alright, let's do some... Well, here. Like, I just want to show these. These infographics here are great. Like, these are cool and all. It's stuff that I don't really get. But this... Less! Normal. More. Oh, so useful. A little explanation here. For all the settings. More or less. Really, it's really good. I want to put the fog off at night. Just the long, yeah. But I haven't really done a lot in the past month with this. I've been doing other Unreal stuff, VR, Quixel Megascan stuff. The Quixel I'm going to implement in here, so you should see a really great improvement in some of the textures. Derp, 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 derp. Yeah, this is the number I copied. Ah, didn't. Nope. Okay. But I'm basically gearing up to put in some more NPCs for like a little bit of a starter experience for each origin. Maybe not each. That's a lot of them, but at least a few more. I have one right now. I can show you, for example. I might as well show it real quick. So I don't know. This is sort of like the last content that I've added to the game. I want to put on the screen space GI too. Carpenter? I'll do lumberjack. I'm not sure which one I set it up for. It's been a while. This is actually a good vantage point for seeing sky stuff. Whoa! Hello. Very fast. The fog disappearing. very fast. You can climb the giant trees now. Maybe not. Let's try one that's a little more tilted over. Ah, I got stuck. Well, what I was supposed to show you. I guess I didn't start with a letter. It's not. It's Carpenter that's supposed to have a. That has the quest built in. So whatever. Let's go over here. The island's pretty amazing. I'm definitely gonna shape up the landscape a lot more. Right now it's just random, just blah. It's still popping on, whatever it is. But at nighttime definitely looks better. Stars aren't bright enough. Some effects that might be a bit more Milky Way-ish because things change in the engine. There's a lot more stuff in the sky to occlude it now. I might not need it so dark and desaturated, so I have a little more color, and stuff. Nope, I don't see shit. What the heck? You know how the stars used to be. Super bright. Some weird shit going on the horizon there. What is this? What is this? Oh, the fog receding, I guess. Yeah, and like, that is so dark. Oh, you know what? I might have... No, I didn't. Where are my stars? Alright, I see them. Like, barely. $10,000 star power. Alright, now I'm thinking maybe that was... the difference was made on the first graph somehow. Doesn't make any sense though. Sense because this one's not stars. But we shall check now. Oh, I see the stars now. So that's just a side effect of starting the game up when it's nighttime. I barely see them. No, I don't see like any stars. It's really annoying. The atmosphere is... I mean, the density is like off though. So 3 problems. Horizon from the fog getting turned off too quickly. Weird snap, and no stars. I tried turning down the cloud opacity, didn't really help. And that's not really that bright. It might be that the sky transition time is too fast for some of the stuff to happen. But I thought I multiplied everything by that, so just to test how the fog thing gets. Just add a couple zeros there instead of going all the way down to 0. Lucky number 13. It'll be a few minutes for it to come around. Or I could just fast forward real quick. But let's just watch it. What can I do with this? Why is the... I wonder if I can just, like, rotate this. Well... Yeah, like, there's no stars.
Smana is like very
Whoa.
outgoing. Compared.
Nope. I see them here. I wonder if that was doing it, though. Because it was multiplied by sun height. I wonder if it was just getting clamped out of existence. I kind of see the stars now. I see stars without straining my eyes too much. Do you see stars? You probably don't see the stars. The moonlight is still not getting hit. My fractional light to hit moon. That's a different thing. Nighttime intensity target 0. Oh wait, no, this is over here. Cast magic shadow off, right? Okay. Intensity. It's not. Yeah, that 0 is not being used here. I wonder if this is what's snapping though. Test that at some point. Just looking if there's anything that sets its intensity. It might just be something I could just adjust in that level. Set intensity. No, that's just... That's where I need to change it though. Well, yeah, directional light, hit moon. These are supposed to go somewhere else. Okay, it makes sense though. I just don't know why I was using the other directional light command for its get. Oh, here, there's two of them. Oh, this is like, okay, right. It's just the intensity, target, moon phase. That's on. There's blood moon stuff here. To 10 for outputting a mapped range. So in range, -1 to 1 will be mapped to 4 to 10 instead of 2 to 10. I might have been too dim for seeing that moonlight. And the stars are still visible during the daytime, so I still gotta sort that out. It still looks super dark. Birds, one stone here. So sun height on the sky sphere. Sun height. Mapped range 0 to 1. 0 to negative 90. The hell? To negative 90. Does that make any sense at all? I guess that does make sense. I was getting like a negative number. So don't want to raise the whole thing up once. And now they're not visible in here. Still don't see anything. Well, at least let's watch the sunlight on the horizon, maybe the popping. Although, I don't think I've done anything to adjust the popping. That's definitely fading out when it shouldn't. Or is this just the fog? Look at that, it's disappearing in there. There, it's reappearing. Bottom there. Bet you there's some setting in the atmosphere thing for the horizon, atmosphere height, ground radius. This stuff with the edge here or something. something to do with lowering the fog so much. It's weird, it's like you can see it's glowing behind the... Turn it down even more, down to the minimum. Oh, we gotta see if it does that weird glowing thing when the camera moves around on the horizon as the sun is coming up. No stars. Freaking lame. Wonder if maybe the moon... Alright, so... This looks good so far. I'm just moving the camera around to test if it's glitchy. There's some sunlight creeping up. Look, you can see that weird green space effect there, or whatever that is. Jitteriness. But it's not nearly as bad as it was before, so that's good. That popped on like real fast. Oop, it just you know what? Hold on. I bet you there's another variable I'm not changing. That's the thing. See if that fixes my popping issues. And let's turn the fog down more at night. Bare minimum amount. And like there's just too much opacity going on, I think. Or like what's up with the maybe I need to plug in some emissive. It is to the emissive. Oh, it's getting clamps. Fuck that. Let's make it glow. That might be why. Is this where I was clamping the sun height thing? Yeah. That does look like it's glowing a bit much. Let's see what happens. I just want to see if that helps with the the star brightness. Not even. And that's still super weak. It's a bit better though. I think that's a bit better. But there's no stars still. Okay, so let's reclamp this. Like destroyed this just to separate it from, and just like leave things there in case I might need them later, and then I don't. Hey, tickle my Ewok. Hey, I'm sorry for being late. I'm always away from your computer for next week at your parents till the 27th. I'm guessing that's WR. Is your chat working? Yeah, what's up? Just finished watching the 3rd episode of The Witcher. I have not watched The Witcher yet. Is it good? I hear good things. Hey, wait a second. That's still glowing like heck. Do I need to apply that? There we go. Yeah, sometimes I don't look at the screen though, that's all. I get lost in my work. Okay, so I want to see if my popping is happening. And then at least I do know that the brightness of the moon, I think I can adjust it further. Let me just adjust it further real quick, real quick. Moon intensity, okay. Map range. No, not moon intensity. Where was it? Directional light to hit moon. Dim sunlight to hit emissive, right? Default moon appearance brightness. And directional light to hit moon. This could just be this. Wait, no. It's the same thing. No more weird shit on the horizon. The transition is much slower for everything, so probably too slow for really seeing end results here. I see this stuff because it takes too long to transition, but yeah, that was the source of that pop that I was trying to stop. Okay, let's see what the moon looks like now. That that's better. That's better. Yeah. Still no stars. Alright, and day-night speed is just too fast to see proper transition speed. Alright, that's most of those issues. I think the only thing left was just the star brightness. That I think that weird glowing on the horizon was just caused by the speed being too fast for it to catch up. So I just tweaked those to get more averaged test results here. Thinks I'm swimming, but I'm also walking. Don't know what's up with the stars. I think it's getting occluded. Sorry, getting occluded by the atmosphere now. Still doing that thing. It's too low. The atmosphere, and then it pops on real fast. Yeah, 0.2 is too fast. Oh, 0.5, that's why. 7.5. Oh, I don't know. Maybe 0.1. Let's try 0.2. I forgot about the fog thing. Oh, right. Truncating to 0. I'll just save it just in case. What the hell? Yeah. Fading out to black like that as it sets, I guess that's not too bad. Not getting any of that glitch this time. It's just enough fog. Don't blink. Yeah, I don't see the pop happening at that transition speed. Well, that would have been before that. All right. The star brightness and the clouds. I don't see any freaking clouds. There, yeah, I see like a little tiny bit in the distance. What's up with that? I wonder if that stuff needs. Whoa! What the heck? Okay. Am I seeing the edge of the ocean out there from up here? Certainly looks like it. Yeah, but clouds. There's no clouds or stars. I feel like I feel like you do have to plug in those nodes in order for the cloud to even render with this on. Oh no, there they are. Okay. They look pleasant. Poofy clouds in the distance. One little poof there. I feel like there needs to be more cloud though. Um, like, don't see them at all. Although the sky does look fantastic. Mm. Yeah, it does. Covers the hell out of them. Or it's just not shown. Well, I do see a little bit of them. Alright, let's see more without the atmosphere plugin. I wonder if I have to plug in those nodes for it to work on the material graph. I still don't see stars. I see clouds. And the brightness of the moon is like way higher now. Okay. Yeah, there's the clouds, which do look like crap, so I guess it's not too bad that they're getting masked out. But I want the stars, though. And I need clouds eventually. We'll get clouds. Ryan Brooks will give us clouds. But the lack of stars is disturbing, as Vader would say. I think it's gonna be a problem for another day, though. It's like so many more pops occurring now without the sky atmosphere. This is a big difference, it's hard to tell. Yeah, but here, no stars at all, even without it. So it's not blocking the stars. It does basically get rid of the clouds, or maybe it's just, well, it's making the skybox transparent in a weird way. It wasn't before. see what the docs say about that. Again, I remember reading something. Alright, let's just turn this on. SSGI. Let's do it. And what are some of the settings? Quality. Alright, put on screen space global illumination too. At the maximum quality. See how slow it gets. Yeah. Not bad. See if we can see any examples of it in use. I see the clouds reflecting off of in here. That's cool. There's some screen space GI. You can see under here. I don't know. I might just make it a player option if possible, but if that's a performance hitch there. Right now 4.24 updates, which mainly was just the atmosphere. Just look at the performance here, difference with the SSGI off now. Yeah, might have to keep it off. But yeah, you see the atmosphere. This is with the atmosphere on compared to what I was just showing you with it off. There's a lot more smoother transitions and just lovely gradients throughout the sky. But it seems to have mostly completely gotten rid of the cloud thing. Unless I have to plug it in using this stuff. And there's a page for it, but this guy using this. Oh, I might have to do this. Enable is. Oh, jeez, I was missing a whole thing here, wasn't I? All right, let's set both of these up. Is sky in the material details panel? Hey, opaque materials. Unlit and opaque. Note opaque and unlit. Okay. Seems like not what I want to do. But okay. Is the sky really purple? The sky is really purple, IRL. You might not know that, but it's true. Alright, let's see if we get our clouds back here. Shit. Alright, let's do both of them. Darn it. No. No. And I'm not seeing clouds. Alright, let's see what it looks like in game. Okay, not a disaster yet. Let's see what it looks like when the sun rises here. Comes from that side. Let's go to where we can see it. There's probably more steps I need to do. I just want to see if that glitch is there. Come on, sun. Come on. Rise. Itchy Alt-Tab fingers. I'm gonna Alt-Tab and read the documentation. Oh, here it is. Oh no. Okay. 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 See, there might be. Why so purple in game and then poof it's gone? Because it's nighttime. What's with the performance here? Is that because these are open? It's gotta be. Or just all that translucency. Alright, the is sky thing. There's gotta be more to it. Sky materials rendered last. You will have to compute lighting on the clouds and other elements in the sky. Oh, I have to hit apply. I should have done that in each step of the way to see what gets rid of the... Yeah, okay. This one's already opaque and unlit. Let me see if maybe doing it here. Oh, hey, look at that. Oh! I got some clouds back. On the one with stars. Okay, let's see. We're not getting that glitch. If we get clouds, I mean, they look kind of funky, but whatever. I probably still have to do some rendering or whatever weird material graph stuff. Performance is still shot. Wait for the sun again. Yeah, the purple's great, but it just doesn't make any sense for the sky to be glowing at night. The problem is that there should be some clouds and stars, and there's just nothing. So that's kind of what I'm working on now, I guess, trying to bring those back in. Whoa, okay, it made the moonlight get back to normal. But still no stars. I wonder if I just put the stars... the thing is that I want some of the sky stuff rendered before the 3D model and some of it rendered after. So if this doesn't work well with two skyboxes. I might be kind of screwed. Or I'll have to do something else for proper clouds. Maybe I'll just get rid of the one skybox that has clouds on it then. Who is Tickle Me Ewok? Is that WR? It is, right? I think I remember the username. Nothing going on. This performance got shot. Game plan for it? Oh, no, I decided not to do that. Long story. And it's just not something to go over in chat. Performance is back. I wonder if this is even... Okay, that's weird. Yeah, that's what I thought, okay. No skybox at all. No sky sphere. Why do I keep saying skybox? Still kind of looks good. The performances didn't get any better. Yeah. Oh wait, what? Why am I seeing clouds? What the hell? It's just, that's visible in editor. That's why nothing changed here. That's not active, visible. We're gonna have to say hidden in game. This is with no sky spheres at all now. So the fog. I mean, this is basically what's happening. Is it's ignoring this. Oh, that just popped off. I wonder if that's because I'm loading in. And I don't have like a set fog thing. Oh, it's doing that weird thing on the horizon there too. Oh, the sky sphere looks like it's necessary, even if we're not seeing anything from it, because it did prevent a couple. At least that one glitch where you see the moon through the horizon a little bit. I'll show it again when it goes over. But yeah, you can catch the gist of it if you just look in off-topic chat. After this, I'm going to try each sky sphere on its own, possibly with the is sky thing checked. I just want to see if this gets glitchy on the horizon like I was talking about. Yeah, it does. And this is what the atmosphere thing looks like with no sky sphere. I mean, not bad. There's a weird thing with the pinpoint sun. Yeah, this is a sky atmosphere with no sky sphere. Tiny little disc. If I increased its size, that would look decent, but alright, so let's try with just the stars one, not hidden. And let's see stars as a sky, how the performance is. Just one sky sphere, essentially. All you hear is your fat cat upstairs running around. The only time she runs is when no one is around or she smells food. Oh, the performance got shot. Look at that. Let me just double check it's not from having the graph open. I mean, I had them open just right before. 40. Cut it in half just to have the is sky on there. And that makes that super bright. But I'm not seeing the stars at all. Anyway. Alright, so I don't think I'm using that is sky thing. But also, yeah, let me just keep that hidden. Unhide the first one. See what that looks like. I might not, I mean the stars aren't showing up. I need to figure out another solution for that, or I just need to tweak it some more, maybe. Yeah, I'm not really gaining any performance by keeping one of them off. Let's put it back on. And like, I need to get some rest. Need some more food stuff. But I think it's pretty good just to get an understanding of how it works. The clouds are kind of just not there. The stars are just kind of not there. Well, the clouds are kind of there, barely. Clouds are just kind of not there, or are not there at all. Are there? I may just have the settings way up too high. I do like them though. Yeah, that's probably what it is. I'm just being stupid. Too trippy. Let's see if I get some clouds and stuff back. Alright, I toned it way down. Let's see if we get our clouds and stars back. I like the way it looks toned up, but it's just like it's blocking everything. Too much particles in the sky. Too much aerosol. Alright, there's gonna be a pop as this fog goes all the way. Yep, there it is. Moon brightness is like where it should be, I think. That looks cool. I'm just wiggling the mouse around to see if it's glitchy. That looks nice, actually. I think we got some sort of... Oh, that looks awesome! It's like transitional across the sky. Oh, wait, it just snapped on over there. But we got clouds. Some weird glitchiness though. It looks a bit too... Whoa! Now it's like even more intense than before. I have clouds and stuff, so I guess I can tone that down. Back up the way it was before. Still don't have stars though. I don't think. It's a bit better, but that's like, what the pink. I'm really tired though, and this is a thing that could take forever finessing that. It looks pretty cool for now. That, though, like, I need to turn it back up so it doesn't pop as much. Maybe that one was toned up way too much. Alright, last time to hit play. I'm done. I'm gonna gorge myself on chocolate. I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm kidding that I said that out loud. Chocolate. That looks nice. That looks like dinosaurs right there. Like if I was a dinosaur, I'd be alive out here. Okay, that... I think it's just a loading in issue, that one popped. Oh, no stars. I do really like the way it like has a natural gradient from the moon, from the sun, or whatever. Or whatever it is. That might be set too bright. But that's not bad, I kinda like seeing it. Oh, stars. Hey. Savage as fuck. Thank you, thank you. Hey, look at this, the gradient. Oh, it's beautiful. I've always wanted that. I thought I'd have to do it myself. Let's see if it pops as badly. No, it's a lot smoother. Still has this glitch now, though. Real bad. I wonder what I did. Must fuss more. I think this is the one that gives me more, like, blending and stuff. Alright, just gonna hit play. I think the sun's already up in the game, so I should just be able to see it real quick. Extra final, double final. See you later. If I don't see you before Christmas on stream, have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Hey, man, same to you. I will probably be trying to stream as much as possible. That's cool, but we can't see the sun now. Got some clouds. And we'll be doing a test of this public alpha number 8 around New Year's Eve, so stay tuned. Oh, that looks sick. I got some clouds. Popped off. Alright, whatever. Can't fix everything all the time. And I didn't get to a single other feature. I'll probably see it before Christmas. Well, it's in like 2 days. Go in the Discord and share with everybody your Christmas plans. Merry Hanukkah to those celebrating, and happy non-denominational day to those who are agnostic or atheist. Peace.